The Harappan civilization, also known as the Indus Valley Civilization, was one of the earliest urban societies in the world, flourishing from around 3300 BCE to 1300 BCE in what is today Pakistan and northwest India. It is considered one of the cradles of human civilization, alongside Mesopotamia and ancient Egypt. Key phases: Early Harappan, 3300 to 2600 BC. The foundations of the Harappan culture began in the early Bronze Age. People of this phase lived in small settlements, which were primarily agricultural. Early evidence of planned urbanization can also be seen, especially in the presence of granaries, workshops, and early forms of social organization. Mature Harappan, 2600 to 1900 BC. This period marks the peak of the civilization, where the Harappans developed advanced urban centers, most notably the cities of Harappa, Mohenjodaro, Dhalavira, and Lothal, among others. The cities were well planned, with a grid system, wide streets, and sophisticated drainage systems. Buildings were constructed with standardized fired brick, and many cities had large public baths, such as the Great Bath at Mohenjo-daro, which may have had ritualistic purposes. Harappans had a highly developed system of trade, both locally and with distant regions, such as Mesopotamia, as evidenced by seals and other artifacts. The civilization had a script, known as the Harappan or Indus script, which remains undeciphered. The people were skilled in pottery, bead-making, metalworking, copper, bronze, and gold, and weaving textiles. Late Harappan, 1900 to 1300 BC. The decline of the Harappan civilization began around 1900 BCE, though the reasons for this remain debated. Some theories suggest climate change, ecological degradation, shifts in river patterns, or invasions by outside groups. By 1300 BCE, the great urban centers had largely been abandoned, though smaller rural settlements continued to exist for some time. Society and economy. Urban planning. Harappan cities were notable for their well-organized layout, including streets laid out in a grid pattern, uniform brick sizes, and sophisticated drainage systems. The cities had fortified citadels, which might have been used for administrative or religious purposes. Agriculture. The economy was based on agriculture, with wheat, barley, and cotton being primary crops. They also domesticated animals like cattle, sheep, and goats. Trade. The Harappans had an extensive trade network, both internal and external. They traded goods such as beads, cotton textiles, pottery, and metals with regions like Mesopotamia and the Persian Gulf. Craftsmanship. The civilization was highly advanced in terms of craftsmanship, producing intricately designed jewelry, pottery, seals, and tools. Bead-making, metalwork, and cotton weaving were among the notable industries. Religion and culture. Little is definitively known about the religious practices of the Harappans, as their script has not been deciphered, and much of their culture remains mysterious. However, there are indications that they may have practiced early forms of worship related to fertility, nature, and possibly Proto-Shiva worship, based on the depictions of animals and deities on seals. Evidence suggests that they had a rich cultural life, with dancing, music, and festivals possibly playing a role in society. Public baths and water storage systems may also have had religious significance. Decline. The exact reasons for the decline of the Harappan civilization remain a subject of debate. Some of the main theories include climate change, a shift in monsoon patterns, or the drying up of the Sarasvati River, a major river that once flowed through the region, may have made agriculture unsustainable, leading to the decline of cities. Tectonic activity. Some theories propose that seismic activity or changes in the course of rivers may have caused disruptions to urban centers. Invasions or internal decline. Other theories suggest that external invasions or internal social or political strife might have contributed to the collapse of the civilization. Legacy. Despite the decline, the Harappan civilization's achievements in urban planning, metallurgy, trade, and craftwork have left a lasting legacy. They contributed significantly to the cultural and technological developments that shaped the history of the Indian subcontinent. The mysteries of their script, the reasons for their decline, and aspects of their social and religious life continue to intrigue historians and archaeologists. The remnants of the Harappan civilization, especially the ruins of Mohenjodaro, Harappa, and Dhalavira, provide invaluable insight into one of the world's earliest complex societies.